Welcome. You're now locked into another episode. Let's go! Of the Bear and Tails podcast, bringing you your weekly injection of gaming. Let's go! Content creation and overall nonsense.
What just fucking happened, bro?
Coming straight from their live streams on Twitch to your headphones at home.
Big time energy.
Let's go!
Let's begin.
Hey, yo! What's going on, everybody? Another episode of the Bear and Tails podcast back with you live. You may be wondering, why are we so giddy? Apparently, we just realized that Tails can't hear anything. She's flying absolutely blind as far as the alerts and audio.
That's fine. Bear will let me know when I need to queue up, so we're good to go. Hi, everybody.
I also tried to give you hand signals. It was just off. I was like, 5, 4, 3, hey!
YMCA?
Yo! Welcome, everybody, to another episode. Happy Wednesdays. The real...
Wednesday.
That's right. The real deal, if you're here with us. Just vibing. Coming straight off of another hot episode last week. We're bringing you a hot one today. Today, we got some really cool stuff. You guys sent in all personal questions for the mailbag. So very little stuff is related to actual streaming or content, but much more about our personal lives, some things that you guys asked directly to us, and we're going to answer. We're going to give honest...
Yeah, it's for you guys to get to know us a little bit better, even though I feel like you guys know us pretty well, but there's some questions I'm sure you guys are dying to know. Mm-hmm. Like, is this tattoo real?
I do want... Let's start by talking about that. What do we got here? I noticed it yesterday on stream.
Don't look at my arm. Don't look at my armpits. I haven't shaved, but look. Look at my muscles. I've been working out. I can do 10 assisted push-ups.
You're yoked.
No, we did one of those cool in-stream thing. I don't know. It's girls do it all the time on stream. I did it a long time ago, and then I forgot I had all these in my closet, and I found them. They're arm tattoos, like they're temporary arm tattoos. And chat was just like, I said if we hit a certain sub goal, and we did hit it the next stream, and I was like, okay, I'll put it on. So I put it on, and I'm like putting it on, and we had like 2,000 people watching, and I took it off, and everyone's like, damn, that's hot. Like, I'm literally contemplating on getting, like, people said it like matches my personality.
It looks dope.
Like it suits me. They're like, usually I don't like sleeves on girls, but like, or like, to each their own. I think sleeves are badass. I don't have any tattoos, so I'm like, okay, but I think this looks like, I don't know, like I feel kind of complete with it. If that's such a weird thing to say, I don't know how else to explain it.
It's really dope. I noticed it yesterday, and I was like, what the hell is that? But you're right. It did actually kind of match the vibe of what was going on, as you were just kind of you were just still in your just chatting phase before you flipped over to Warzone or 1v1, and you're just it looks cool. And for those of you guys who are listening to the audio, she's got a full arm tattoo, like a full sleeve
on my left arm. It's dope. I like it all. I definitely fucked up the back though. You can't look at the back because it's like empty, but so it was a lot of fun.
Is it like you remember when like your kids, you got the bubblegum packs where like you get it wet and like you put it on and then you peel it off? Is that what it was like?
Yeah, I had a big towel and you get it wet and then you peel it off. It's really hard to get off in certain sections, so like I'm gonna have to scrub it at some point. So I had to make sure I don't have any photo shoots coming up or anything crazy because yeah, pretty much.
What's ever stopped you from getting a tattoo before? Just nothing you really loved?
I don't have anything against tattoos. Like I had an ex-boyfriend that was literally tatted up. Like he looked like he was in like a biker gang, like literally badass motherfucker. Biggest pussy ever, but whatever.
Fuck you.
I mean, it is what it is. But I just have never, I don't know. I just have always been like, I got a lot more compliments not having any tattoos growing up. Like my body's clean. Like, I don't know. I didn't have any. I just wouldn't know what I would want to get and what I would want permanently on my body. I saw a lot of my friends when I was younger get tattoos that were just dumb. Stupid fucking tattoos. Like, and maybe not stupid to them. I shouldn't say that. But just like, if I look at it, I'm just like, that was dumb.
You can kind of tell.
Doing?
Yeah, you can kind of tell when somebody's like, yo, this has meaning or purpose behind it. And then somebody who's just like, it says I want to truth in Korean.
The half skull of Marilyn Monroe, and the other half of her face is a skull, which is like the most basic thing back in the, like, I don't know. Regardless of that, if I were to get a tattoo though, I did say I would get a little hummingbird somewhere because that symbolizes family for me, because my dad used to put up like 4 hummingbird feeders when I was a kid. And we used to have hummingbirds come and visit the house all the time. And we just was like a symbolic thing for our family growing up. So I'd get a small one somewhere cute. I don't know.
That's dope. Why
but
not?
Everyone said I was.
I like the sleeve. The sleeve looks good.
the blonde Alex Zadra. I sent her a message on Twitter. I was like, look at this I was like, look at.
Did
bitch.
she
I was like,
respond?
I'm the blonde version. Yeah, me and Alex are somewhat friends. Yeah.
Oh, really? That's dope. I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't gamed yet or anything, but we've talked back and forth on Twitter a little bit. But yeah, I think she's so fucking dope. She's so dope. And
you think she'd ever want to come on the podcast?
I don't think so. I don't know.
What's her personality? I don't know her.
I don't really know. I haven't like talked to her, but she has a potty mouth just as much as me. Like if you watch her Warzone content, we're both like really aggressive, and I feel like we'd have a lot of fun. I'm gonna talk to her sometime soon to see if she wants to do Warzone with me. But I've always looked up to her. She's one of those people that I was like one of those badass female Warzone players that I was just like. And she's fucking hot as shit, bro. Like, oh my god, I think she's so fucking hot.
I follow her on Instagram.
I'm like, she's gorgeous, but she's such a cool, down to earth, chill person. But you know, baby steps. You know, I'm not gonna go full in and be like, I love you so much. I want to suck your dick. You know what I mean? I want to take my time with it because I also don't want. I'm very, very careful when I am approaching mutuals. Because we're mutual. I mean, she's got more Instagram followers and stuff like that, but I would say viewer-wise and stuff like that on Twitch, we're mutuals, and I'm very careful because I never want them to think that I'm approaching them saying like, hey, we should game some time, clout base, right? So I'm very careful. I take my time. I don't ever want to like step on anyone's toes and stuff, and I'm very respectful because I genuinely want to build relationships with mutuals, like people of my size.
And you don't want it to come off
really
like
hard.
I'm just trying to, use you or leverage you for my own growth.
And I'm not. Like, I would genuinely love a friendship with her. And I told her, I was like, one day you're going to teach me how to shoot a gun. Well, I think she was like trying to find people that lived around her to do YouTube content with and stuff. I'm like, I wish I lived closer because I'm all the way out in Connecticut and she's over on the other side of the country somewhere. And yeah, so maybe one day when I learn how to fly.
She's like one of my favorite videos of her, and like following her on YouTube or on Instagram. She always does cool shit. But any female who goes catfish hunting and sticks their hand
badass
in the dirty, mucky water and pulling out an 80-pound catfish who's biting onto their arm is insane.
If you guys don't know who she is, Alex Zadra, she's the female skin in Warzone
for Mara
with the ponytail, the Mara. That's her. And she has her main following is on Instagram. And she just posts like she shoots guns and she rides on tanks. She's a very badass motherfucker, and I love her for it. But yeah, everyone's like, I asked her, I was like, should I do it? She's like, it does look dope. You should do it. I'm like, I'm pussy though. I don't want to I'm scared. I was like, is it painful? And she's like, some parts are tendy, but it's worth it. Cause I believe she's got a half sleeve. Does she have a whole sleeve? I don't know. No, she's got a whole sleeve.
She's got tats. That's all I
don't know. Let me go stalk her Instagram again.
Sure. Yeah, pull it back up. Speaking of mutuals though, did I see a tweet that the one and only Pokimane is following you?
Yeah, she's following me on TikTok. Fuck. I'm not. Oh my God, Bear. I was sitting there taking a piss, right? And I'm on my TikTok. Because anytime I go to the bathroom, I always get on my TikTok. And even if I'm just sitting there taking a piss that takes like 5 seconds, I'm still sitting on the toilet for a good 5 minutes. And I'm sitting on there a long time because I get that ring around my butt and on my leg from like sitting on the toilet for too long.
Starting to go to sleep.
I'm not even sitting there. Yeah. And I'm just like, you can tell. I'm like, oh, I've definitely been sitting on this toilet for too long. But I was just sitting there taking a piss and I'm scrolling through TikTok and I come up to her. I don't think I knew Poki. I didn't really think Poki was on TikTok. I've never seen her content, so I didn't even know she was on there. So I wasn't following her on TikTok. I follow her on everything else. And I get to a video of her, and at the top where her name it says follows you, and I'm just like, and I was like, no, this is not a real account. And I looked for the verified. I'm like, oh my God, it's verified. I was like, is this like a fan account? Like, this isn't fucking. No. And I'm like, like I was freaking. I'm sitting there on the toilet and I just start crying. I was having a very emotional day. I just cried. And I went to her page. I was like, holy fuck. I screenshotted it and I followed her back because I obviously wasn't. Again, I didn't know she was starting to get into TikTok or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Her content never popped up. It was out of sight, out of mind. And I just freaked the fuck out. And I was like, wow. Like for me, it's just the fact that she saw my content and she enjoyed it enough to follow me. Like, that's so fucking dope. Like, at least she knows who I am. She's seen my name. Like, that to me is like,
She's officially became, this was one of the things I looked up as I was checking out like news for the week and stuff. She's officially been named the largest female streamer on the platform.
On Twitch.
Yes, correct.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is crazy.
Hands down.
I love her. I love her content. She's so genuine and stuff. And
she's also friends with all the right people too.
Correct. She's built her business the right way.
Absolutely. I mean, Ms. Kiff is one of the bigger streamers right now, and they have like a podcast and like she's very smart. She lined herself with a lot of good people. And she's great. She's very she's very down to earth from what it appears to be like. Very down to earth, and wholesome.
And now she follows you.
On TikTok, though. Not on anything else on
listen,
TikTok.
A win's a win.
I posted it on Twitter, and it got over 2,000 likes, but I don't know if she commented. I didn't see if she acknowledged it. I don't fucking know. But it did well. It got 2,400 likes on it.
Yeah, that's dope.
But I don't know if she... I'm not good with Twitter. I can't tell if someone, like, comments and...
It's tough when you're a larger account because it all gets buried. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I can't really tell if she did.
And
Twitter on it
Twitter
or not,
does
but I
all their
doubt
stuff chronologically versus like TikTok actually does a little bit of almost like promoting to let you know if something bigger happens. Like if I get followed by an account that's a larger account or same size or has a decent size following, I actually get a notification that tells me, hey, so-and-so just followed you.
When? I don't have that. I want to turn that on. I don't know.
Well, it's probably because you're a larger account. I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I won't get notifications anytime anybody follows me, but if somebody with like 10,000 followers follows me or 50,000 or 400,000, I get a notification on it.
Oh.
And I pull it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Check it out and say, who's this?
Interesting.
Who's this?
Interessante.
Have you, switching gears just a little bit, have you thought about like GTA RP at all?
Yeah. I'm in the works with it right now, trying to figure it out.
See, this is what... Yeah. So legitimate. So I beat Hitman 3 over the weekend. Yeah. And now I'm trying to figure out what's my next game that I want to dive into that's non-Warzone, right? That I could have either on stream or off stream. And I love watching the Deluxe 4, aka D4, his stream. It's like all he does now. And I love it. Like literally, it's so entertaining watching him play.
RP is very popular right now. Absolutely. And that's because the bigger streamers are starting to jump into it. It's always been big, right?
Correct.
I tried it a long time ago, but not seriously. But now I'm taking it seriously. But there's a lot of research and there's a lot of stuff that goes into it. A lot of character, like writing your character story and a lot of character development. And just looking up with people that know what they're doing to teach you how to do it. And getting into a server that's not going to get you banned on Twitch for the shit that comes out of their mouth. Like, it's hard.
The server's huge because, first of all, you have to be in a server that everyone's following the rules to make sure that it's all on the up and up. But then number two, to your point, you got to be able to trust what's going on. And so, like, I've been looking into this. My biggest problem with it is all the good servers are on PC. And obviously, I play on Xbox. So I would have to download it for...
You should switch to PC.
You
have to switch to PC anyways because, you have to RP on PC.
Correct. I know.
You have to. There's no way around it. You have to. So guess what?
I need a better GPU card.
Get a better GPU card.
I don't want to spend the money.
Get a better GPU. So yeah, no, it's definitely popular though, and it's a lot of fun. But there's so much to it. So I'm hoping I was gonna try it last week and it fell through because I got busy. But behind the scenes, I've been trying to work on it.
What will you be?
I want to find. I just want to find. I'm not telling you what it is. I just want to find someone that is larger than me, that does it full time, that can really show me the ropes. Because I'm at the point where with my size, I can't just dive into something and not know what I'm doing. Like I really need to make sure I can't fuck around with it. So trying to find someone that I love, that I watch all the time is Milton. I don't know if you know who Milton is.
I don't.
And he has someone named Kiki in RP, and he's so fucking funny. I think he's friends with Cruz. I actually am gonna hit up Cruz and be like, hey, do you think like blah 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 whatever? Or I might message him on Twitter. But and just be like, hey, show me the someone that has been doing this for a really long time. But I do have some of my community members that have been working on it too, that have been doing it in the last couple months. And they're, the most important thing about RPing, role-playing, guys, is what we're talking about. Grand Theft Auto has an online thing where you can create a character and you walk through the city and everyone's pretending to be their character. And it's just cool. Is that you need to make sure you're playing with someone that you vibe with and that is good with that kind of shit. You can't play with randoms. You have to find people that know what they're doing when it comes to RP, or it's just not going to be funny.
You need to be on a server with it. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that D4 was talking about when I was watching him was you also can't be expecting, like, it's really a solo experience. And depending on what your career is, you'll have interactions with a lot of the people inside of the community and inside the world that you're in and inside the role play. But like, you're doing your own thing. So if you're a garbage man, like, yo, you're running garbage routes. Like, you can't just be expecting to, like, follow the same person or, be teaming up. So, but to your point, you have to know what you're doing to make it real and to add value to that server, that you're not just like, oh, I'm the dummy on the server. That was one of the things that kept me out of like the Rust servers, was I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing playing Rust. You know what I mean? Yeah. Interesting.
I hear you. But yeah, you get into it, let me know. But it's something that's been on my radar for a little while now. I feel like, I mean, you'd be very good at it too. I feel like it's something you would thrive at.
What I would love to do is to turn off my camera and do it that way. So literally, like, I'd have my voice and my microphone, but I could just be chilling. I don't have to worry about, having the camera on and interacting with chat necessarily as much as just like in the mode and in what we're doing. And I can still be responding to chat and stuff like that. But that's kind of how I envisioned it versus.
Most people don't have a camera on it. I just don't know how it is if you like to start off with it when you're first starting off, what that entails. You know what I mean? But it's definitely something that's been on my radar. So absolutely. Yeah.
Sex worker bear coming in hot. Male gigolo out in these streets. Let's get into a review.
What did you write?
It must be a good review.
Hey, what did you write?
Is it bad?
And now, a review from you.
We got a good one this week, I think. I think we got a good one.
Yeah, I like this one that you picked. This is from Is That My Kink? Title, Put It in My Ear Hole. Put it in my ear holes, Daddy.
This is, and the best part about this is an actual review out on Apple right now. Like, this is out on the fucking Apple iTunes fucking website.
Well, the thing is that I call my eyeballs my eye holes and my ear holes. I always add a hole at the end. Like, that's what I call. That's what I say. I'm like, oh my God, it just went into my eye holes, or my ear holes are hurting. I don't know. That's just really funny. That the comment is, my wife and I just started streaming together and she absolutely hates podcasts. She checked out one of your episodes being fans on TikTok and absolutely fell in love. You guys are such an inspiration and make me want to come back to Twitch. Thanks for good laughs and please give me more. Daddy.
And that's actually in the review.
Ready whenever you is.
You guys.
Are they swingers? Do you think they're swingers?
No, I don't think so. But I do like the amount of daddy and the fact that daddy's in the actual review. I just find it hilarious. I think
they want some more love-ins from us. They want some more love-ins.
Well, is that my kink? Are you my daddy?
I hope that's not their name on Twitch, though.
Why?
I mean, if it could be, I don't know.
Well, listen,
it could be.
Kink, if you're out there, pop into stream. We'll find you. We'll notice you.
We want to know what your name is on Twitch.
We want to learn more about you and what you are and who you is.
But the thing I've realized is once you get in with the wife, you're good. In regards to like whatever the wife, most people, a lot of guys have found us because their significant other has liked us and showed us to them, and then they like it. You know what I mean? But if the wife likes it, usually the men or whoever you're with likes it too.
Off topic. We haven't talked about this. I don't have it on the script, but I do want to ask you because one of my peers tweeted about this over the week about what are your thoughts or what's your 2 cents on girlfriends getting mad at their boyfriends for following male or female creators. Like, she's like, I legitimately have male like people inside of my community who have had to unfollow because their girlfriends are like, yo, you can't follow this female creator. It
sounds like their relationship problem, not a fucking
100%.
But this is the other thing is, how do you know that guy isn't a fucking flirt and is going into all these other girl server, like he has a reputation
That's fair.
of mishandling that. You know, it's all about being mature. I've got plenty of guys that follow me, and I hope that and a lot of them in a relationship with whoever they're in, they also enjoy me, which is good. That's my whole point, is that when you get in good with the significant other, the girlfriend or the wife, regardless of, you know, whoever you're dating, then you're usually good yourself as in a male perspective. I have a lot of lesbians that follow me too, and I fucking love it so much. They're like my favorite. They're like my favorite fan base. Shout out to you guys. Love you. No, but seriously, that's just dumb. That, I mean, in regards to it depends. There's probably a dynamic in that relationship that we don't know about.
Sure.
You know? But I mean, if I wasn't streaming and I wasn't a gamer and I didn't understand the industry and my boyfriend was following these women and playing with them, I wouldn't understand it and I don't get it. So I think it's very important to explain to whoever you're dating the type of industry that you're in and what that means. But it's your job to make them comfortable. If they are not comfortable with the fact that you're playing with a female that's just a friend, then you're not doing everything in that relationship you should be doing. You're not involving them. You're not introducing them to each other. If you keep it completely separate and you don't involve your girlfriend in it, then yeah, she's going to get fucking pissed. You have to let them know that this person is just a friend and make them comfortable with it. You know,
well, the majority of times you're not even necessarily playing with them, right? As much as just like watching the stream. And to your point, almost everybody who doesn't understand what Twitch is, the moment that I show them 30 seconds of a stream, I get the same response, just, this is kind of cool. You know what I mean? Oh, this is kind of neat. Like they don't understand it, and I don't expect them to fall in love with it the same way that I have as a content creator. But to your point, like if they're following you, right, and you're in your just chatting mode, like anyone can pull that up and at least understand it.
But I feel like I'm different. I mean, I am different though. Like I feel like the reason why couples like me is because I'm not your typical, you know, I'm not, it depends on what your content is. People like me because I'm funny. I'm not sitting there. My content isn't being sexualized, right? Sure. If my boyfriend was sitting there watching a streamer that her content was being sexualized, I'd be a little bit more like,
ear holes and your eye holes.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Daddy.
You know, I'd be a little, but I think ultimately, it's in that situation, it's the guy's job to make the girlfriend comfortable with whoever he's following, whatever, watching. And I'm not one to judge. You never know what's going on behind closed doors. But I also think it's pretty shitty for the guy to say, hey, my girlfriend's making me unfollow you. You know, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. Like whose side are you on?
Yeah.
Like if you're with your girlfriend, that's between you and your girlfriend. You know what I mean? And it's on you. So I'm not going to sit there. You know what? I'm going to take back what I said. I'm not going to sit there. I don't know what the deal is.
You're like, fuck this dude.
Yeah. Now I'm just like, you know what? Maybe that's it. But I do believe that
there's more going on that we just don't see.
You need to be in a secure relationship, you know,
and healthy. And you need to be open to sharing things and experiencing things and what's going on and what your interests are and your hobbies. And even though you might find it as dorky or nerdy, like it's important to have that and to put that out there. Yeah.
I mean, I would be intimidated if someone I was dating was playing just them two playing a game together and
laughing and giggling.
And she was really hotter than me, and I felt insecure about it. And I've never met her before. I don't know who she is. I don't have that banter with her. I don't know who she is. Like, I'm not being introduced to her. It's like, you know what I mean? I get that.
What if your man was watching me and he was laughing and giggling, saying, "Ooh, look at that guy"?
I would still be terrified that he would leave me for you.
Ooh,
I
would be. Quick question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I liked it. Quick question of the day comes from Rakataka, which I fucking love.
Rakataka.
This is one of the few questions that we got that was related to Twitch and content, but that's why I moved it up here. Ask, what's one element to Twitch you wish you could change? So in regards to its business practices or its splits or like its discoverability, like what's one thing? And I'll give you a second to think as I'll kind of tell you mine. I wish there was more transparency as far as what's actually going on.
What do you mean by that?
There's so many issues that they're dealing with on a regular basis, especially now that it's becoming more popular. And we're talking about things like the bans and, you know, where the platform has been heading and the lack of certain innovations and things like that. Like there really hasn't been a ton of innovation over the last couple of years. It's pretty much the same platform as it was.
Well, anytime they go to change something, people fucking get pissed. That's why they're not doing anything. Because what they have is working for right now, but they're not doing anything else because God forbid they fucking do something, people destroy it. Like there's never like any good feedback, whatever they do.
But I just wish there was more communication from the corporate office as far as saying this is what we forecast as an issue, or like when they realize something, like kind of like when we were on the hot tub meta conversation and they came out and made their public statement that's just like, well, it is what it is. It's like, well, that's not really the communication. I'm looking for a more in-depth answer and give me an honest opinion of what you guys are talking about. Or keep us in the loop of what are you working on? Like, where do you forecast? Doesn't mean you're committed to that direction, but without a TwitchCon every single year, which used to be where they would unveil their biggest innovations and what they're working on, there really hasn't been as much communication from the corporate side, and I wish there was more. That's my answer.
Yeah, I don't even know if that. I mean, until TwitchCon comes back, yeah, but I think it's just been a crazy year, and I think that for them, they're looking at it as the less information they can put out there, the better, because of how much scrutiny they've been under. But you're right. I mean, it would be nice to know more about it, but I mean, to be honest with you, I don't fucking care. Like, if they whatever innovation they come up with, great. Am I gonna use it? Who knows? Maybe. But like, I'm so like, I don't even know. Like, they're out for. I've realized that no matter what you do, they're always gonna be out for themselves. And you know, I mean, we can. I don't even know if I can get into this too much, and I'm not going to. But God, getting me a fucking partner manager was a fucking hell in a basket.
But that
took forever.
That could also be your answer, is you wish that there was better support for partners on the platform. I mean, just as far as
now that I have a partner manager, it's fine. But you know, I love the platform. I love what it's done for me. It's changed my life. If I didn't have it, I wouldn't be where I am. Absolutely. I just don't have high expectations. So I'm not let down because I don't expect it.
You realize that it's a business relationship. It's not, hey, I love this company and I'm all in. Because you're right. They are out for themselves at the end of the day. And at any day, they could make a decision that would they could sell. And be like, yo, we're selling to a company that's going to shut down Twitch. Figure it out. I mean, like Mixer did.
It's crazy. But I know that I do feel secure, though. I think they'll be around for a very long time, which will be good. But I
agree.
You know, and I'm in a contract anyways, regardless. So here I am, and I'm happy now. There was a point in time where I wasn't, but no, I think that would be great. Do I think it's going to happen? No, unfortunately, I don't think it would.
The question's more just what would you foresee? You heard it here first. We're all moving to Facebook, guys. We're all going to Facebook. It's going to be great. And let's do it. Let's get into the news.
Wait, hold on a second. Is Facebook even a thing?
Facebook gaming?
I mean, it's dying out, right? They're trying.
It's treading water.
Trying.
They are.
They're like, we aren't taking any splits from subscribers until 2023. Like, if that doesn't tell you that they're hurting, I don't know.
They're hurting big time, and they're holding on to a couple of big name content creators that they have on the platform. But I'll put it this way: a good friend of mine, a content creator, recently is actually in the process right now of making the change from Facebook, where he's been for years, over to Twitch. And he's like, the reason why I'm doing it is he believes that they're messing with his algorithm more than ever before, because the way Facebook is designed is it's very algorithm heavy, where you need them to promote you. You need them to promote you on what you're doing, and they will up until a certain extent. But he goes, the second I started getting within that partner status and that partner range, he goes, I started going from like 3,000 viewers every single stream, because it's just so discoverable on Facebook. He's like down to like 300. And he's like, that was really, really tough for him, because their metrics are wildly different than Twitch's and what they do and how they do it. He's like, they just have so much control over it.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
What do you mean?
That makes no sense. I don't think that. No.
It doesn't
make sense.
It doesn't work.
I know, but still.
It's wild the way that they do because literally their metrics.
You're telling me he went from 3,000 viewers to 300. So he had people that were part of his community watching him, and then you're going to tell me they just don't watch him anymore?
So the way that those creators have built their community is different, because the way that we built it on Twitch is to fit inside of Twitch's house, right? The things that Twitch is lacking, we build communities to subsidize that. Facebook has discoverability. So a lot of those content creators didn't necessarily build discoverability platforms, but like Twitch's partner program says that you need to have, I think it's 3,000 or 2,000 viewers or active members following you and interacting with you inside of your community. on top of like a revenue standard.
Yeah, so then Facebook is like a TikTok then is what you're saying.
Much more so. Yes, it's high discoverability.
And so it's not, so 3,000 viewers on Facebook is not the same value as 3,000 viewers on Twitch.
Correct.
Okay.
Because what happened, like even now, like if I pull up Facebook and I go to like videos, I'll see like, the algorithm matches to me. So it'd be like Gordon Ramsay, Pawn Stars. But then about every 5th video, I have some Facebook streamer video, live streaming that's in my video feed that I don't follow, I don't interact with. But they're promoting it to regular Facebook people that they believe their algorithm believes has gaming interests. The numbers are wildly different.
Why the fuck would Facebook want to do that though? If someone's got partnered on Facebook, if anything, they would be favoring that person more.
The splits.
I mean, at some point though, this is the thing though, at some point, especially with how many followers they have, the content creator also has to take responsibility and somewhat
100%.
with their content.
Yep.
Because I can't sit there and believe that all those people don't watch anymore. No, because maybe you're not staying relevant and innovating yourself either. And no offense to your friend, I don't know who he is. I'm just saying that you can't, I'm not like, I used to sit there and be like, TikTok algorithm sucks. And I get that. It does fucking suck. And it did hurt me in a while. But then I just started realizing that, you know what? The clips that weren't doing well just didn't deserve to do well. And I wasn't doing what I needed to do to get that to be make it go viral. And I started to see that, and now I have a feeling when I post a clip, I'm like, yeah, this one's going to do well. And it does. Like I'm starting to really get into the rhythm of it. So I'm not even sitting there like that and saying it's the algorithm. Yeah, Facebook, it sounds like it is. But like at some point you do build a community of people. So you're telling me you have 3,000 community of people. You're telling me he was consistently bringing in 3,000 people and then it dropped to 300?
Yes.
Like, or was it like a couple streams were doing really well? And then, because a lot of people, like to exaggerate numbers too, I find myself saying I'm averaging 2,000, but I'm not, guys. I'm more like 1,700. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. But the content creator at some point has to take some sort of responsibility too with it.
And I agree with you. Actually, I recently had that same moment on TikTok where I legitimately was like, to your point, like I know when I'm posting content that's not really meant to go viral, I just enjoy it. And then I'm posting stuff. And in all honesty, I know the stuff that I post that does well, I really actually don't like making. The stuff that's like my FaZe Clan video that had 1 million views. Like it's news and it's updates and I know it's going to do well. I know it's going to grow my account, but at the same time, like I don't necessarily want my brand to be that. So I don't do it a ton. I don't want to be the
But the thing is I've realized on TikTok is that I don't even give a fuck if I get a video that gets like 20,000 views or 30,000 views. I just keep it up now. I don't even care unless it really tanks because it does something. You could still get some followers from it because you're still bringing in new people from that, and it's just that's it. That's how it is. You know what I mean? But regardless, I don't see Facebook gaming.
But we were even messing around with like you and I were talking off the podcast and off stream about just like for the longest time there was this belief that you got to post a certain time to do well on TikTok.
Yeah,
it's just like no, good content will do well. It doesn't fucking matter.
No. You went viral at fucking 10 o'clock at night. You did it. And the next day I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it too. And I want to try. And I did it. And I woke up and I had 400,000 views on it. I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm going to post and I'm going to go to bed. I'm good.
Yeah. So,
all right, let's get into this.
Anyways, we can get into news.
All right, where's my button?
News. I want to know everything.
What's the news?
Now, it's time for News and Noteworth.
News from around the industry in regards to gaming and content creation. We got some good stuff that I want to go through. First and foremost, I don't want to get too much into this, but just I think it's interesting because we just talked about it. But IndieFoxx, hot offer for permaban here on Twitch. What she's doing is she took her Twitch clips and is selling them as NFTs, which are like those like artistic where you own the digital rights to something and people are going to trade them like almost like digital art. She's selling them, teamed up with a company, and she's selling her clips as NFTs right now. That's her move. I don't think there's much to talk about outside of just your reaction of just, wow.
I mean, that's kind of brilliant, though, if
you
think about it.
They put up, because obviously with NFTs, it's a limited distribution, right? Because like when you buy one, the reason why you're buying it is because like, I own almost like a card, like a trading card.
She does own it, right? Twitch doesn't own it anymore, right? You have 24 hours.
I have no fucking clue about the ownership because especially if you get permabanned. Yeah, my guess would be is that she owns it, but yeah, she's selling them, and in 30 minutes she sold out of all of her inventory that she had for NFTs.
And how much was she selling them for?
I didn't dig deep enough into, but it's pretty crazy that that's where she's going with. And
NFTs is what does NFT stand for?
It's like fungible transaction. It's a weird term, but basically what it is it's like an artist or a creator creates something. And it's not like there's a million of these, but kind of like a painting, right? If I create a painting and I sell that painting, the value is on its limited distribution. There's only one painting that I created. So what she's basically doing is taking these clips and selling them in limited distribution, where she says there's only 5 people that are going to own these. And when you buy them, you actually own the rights to that clip. She is basically transferring that the way that if I'm an artist and I sold that painting, I no longer as an artist hold rights to that painting.
Wow.
So
that person can do whatever they want with it.
It's theirs. Yeah.
Except there's got to be some sort of rule, because they can't go out and just and then put it online and have it.
Yeah, they can.
Everyone can download it.
Just like a piece of art. I mean, maybe not everybody download it, because they still, they could go out and post it somewhere and make money off of it, because they now own the digital rights to it.
How does she know that? No, all these people don't own the clip already from before. I guess it just is like, how do you even track that and make sure that someone that's not supposed to have it?
The clips can't even be discovered anymore. You know what I mean? I mean, technically, if somebody made a clip on my channel or your channel, we own the rights to that. Even though they might have it in their possession, they don't technically own the rights to it. And if push came to shove and we went to court, they don't own it.
We'd win, yeah.
Versus an NFT, I'm actually transferring the rights to this to somebody else.
Wow, I wonder how much money she made. It didn't say how much money she made.
I didn't dig that deep into it, outside of I just saw what was going on and the fact that they sold out in 30 minutes. And I was like, yo, this is nutty.
Listen, she's fucking smart.
They're making money. I mean, any way you can. But I think it's funny that she's literally just like, here's all my Twitch memorabilia. I'm going to sell it, you know? Here's all my clips. But yeah, it's nuts.
That's nuts. I mean, good for her though. I mean,
yeah, it's it's another business decision that's going to be profitable. You know, it's not sustainable, I don't think. Obviously, as we know, but she's reaching.
She's reaching until she's going to ride the wave as long as she can.
Yeah, it's kind of like you left a job and you took a bunch of the stuff from the office when you got fired or whatever, and then you're selling that on eBay. You know, that's basically what she's doing. Is she's like, who wants to buy the stapler?
Exactly. No, you're right. I mean, but online art is really popular right now.
Yeah.
And people buying stuff like that and creating it. It's really cool. I've seen some 3D stuff on TikTok with it, and it's pretty dope.
The NFT stuff, is really dope. Because, again, you get digital artists that can create something, and so literally...
And no one else has it, and it's like...
Yeah, it's like owning a piece of art, but you basically have a screen or a TV that just is constantly displaying it in your house. And it's just, it's moving.
And hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, I've seen people make just based on that stuff. It's cool. It's really cool.
It's interesting. 100 Thieves right now is out in Vegas, which we're not going to get into too much, but a lot of their top creators are out there, including Tim the Tatman, which for going more into this whole Tim's going to be joining 100 Thieves as an owner would be my guess. But today is Monday. I don't know if you guys know, this is when we usually record. They officially dropped today an announcement that they're partnering with Gucci.
Gucci.
So there's going to be some 100 Thieves Gucci memorabilia partnership coming in the works.
They're taking off.
Dude.
Fuck FaZe, fuck everything else. They're fucking taking off. They're the org to be a part of. I'm just like, I don't know.
They double down on their content. They know the future. We've been talking about this, but when it comes to orgs, only a handful of them truly understand the value of content creation, and 100 Thieves has been one of them since day one.
Well, I just hope the other orgs step up and start bringing it on more with the content creation, because what's happening is now it's making it so that, you know, there's other orgs, but 100 Thieves is the place to be for that. And that's terrifying as a content creator, that there's not other options out there that are as big as 100 Thieves to be able to get on, because the chances of getting on 100 Thieves is like 1,000,000 to 1. And I hope that one day, but like, you know, everything has to align and you have to really get yourself out there. And it's just like, you know, and they have to want you because they want it to fit. And 100 Thieves, I'd love to be able to join one day, but it's just the bigger that they get, the more nervous I get, because there goes I feel like the dream kind of goes out a little bit further, you know, and
just means you got to chase it harder.
I know you got to chase it harder, but it's like,
yeah, but hopefully with that comes the expansion.
I'm only getting older, you know, I'm only getting older, but then that's the other thing is like, okay, then they start bringing on more creators and then it gets oversaturated, right? So what's their move going to be? Are they going to only like, they're going to really make it so that it's exclusive for someone to join 100 Thieves? Are they going to start branching out and getting more creators to come on and it be a little bit more saturated, you know?
That would be my guess. I think the orgs don't really have as long as the quality stays consistent, right? They can have big creators or medium-sized creators that they're growing, and still, as long as the quality is there, the brand is protected. Like, if they had 5 creators versus 100 creators, you wouldn't mind as long as the org is still a quality organization.
Well, this is the thing, though. There's a lot of members of 100 Thieves that are not that main group.
Correct.
Right? You've got the main group of 100 Thieves, which is like Ray, Brooke, Courage, Nade. Like, they're all the main group, but there's other people that are part of 100 Thieves that just aren't in that, like, you know what I mean?
Well, Ninja was there. Ninja was in Vegas with them, which was interesting.
No, yeah, I saw that. I saw that TikTok.
The one about him being just hammered. what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, it's good. It was good, but that's awesome though. Good for them. I'm not surprised by it at all.
No, but the Gucci move is interesting. It's another big ass brand play that nobody's been doing before. And to our point, they're going places that no other org is.
Yeah, well, there's another org that is starting to do the same thing. I don't think I can say, but something's coming down the road for another org with some big companies such as, like companies like Gucci and stuff like that. So I think orgs are starting, I think companies are starting to realize that,
that's the way to make money
more seriously. And it's crazy.
If you break down the organizations, the way that orgs make money, it literally, everyone used to think it was on their esports teams. It's not anymore. It's on their brand deals and their sponsorships, 100%. So the ones that are jumping on that, it's way ahead of the curve. Ubisoft, which actually fresh off of their E3 conference said that they were only focusing on Assassin's Creed Valhalla, announced yesterday that they are working on Assassin's Creed Infinity, which is going to be the last Assassin's Creed game they ever make. And it'll be like Warzone. Basically they have seasons that come out, that each season is going to be wildly different than the last. So it's almost like they're doing mini games, but it's all on the same platform. From what I've seen, it's going to be an open world concept RPG game, where you're playing with other people and there's new seasons coming out that, this season, hey, we're in Egypt and all of our players are running around and you're collecting stuff from Egypt and doing quests inside of Egypt. And there's weekly challenges and all that, much like GTA did.
That's
right?
So fucking cool, bro. That's so fucking cool. Shut up.
Really dope.
No, that's cool, because I would say their storylines have definitely been teetering over the last couple. Valhalla was good, but before that, the storylines is not their strongest suit. It's like you're not playing it for the story. You're playing it like that, not to see like the game. You're playing it for the gameplay and playing it for the like side missions and like the cool stuff you can do in an open world. So that's kind of cool though. Well, wow.
Yeah, and like
that's
in
really
Warzone,
dope.
like where each season you get some items that are forever in your inventory. Like if you're playing consistently, and if you're leveling yourself up, and they might have something that's similar to a battle pass where, as you gain experience, you're unlocking different things, but you might earn, for instance, like a battle sword in season 1 that 4 seasons later, you're still able to pull out and rock around and be running through Egypt with a Viking style sword and leveling up your character. I mean, there's a reason why I honestly believe this is the future of gaming, because there's a reason why GTA 5 has lasted over a decade without needing a new game. It's because they took one platform and just were like, we'll just keep updating it. Yep. And again, the battle royale platforms have started to do it, and I would expect to see more of these games starting to go to that, where it might even be free to play up front to get people hooked, and then you're paying for all this DLC extra season content, and that's how they make their monies. It'd be cool though.
That's dope. I'm super pumped. I love Assassin's Creed.
I mean, imagine being able to run around with like 3 of your friends and doing, like assassin missions as a group.
Badass shit.
Yeah. I think it's dope.
That won't come out for a while though. It's going to take them a while.
They announced that they're just literally starting development and starting to figure out who are we going to partner with to make this happen. So we're talking 3-4 years out.
Yeah.
Witcher season 2 dropped its trailer and a release date. Come with us for Netflix. It's coming December 17th. So this year, we're a little ways away. The trailer looks great.
Oh, I knew it was going to be great. I love it. I love the first season. It was so fucking cool. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. Might rewatch it, actually. Henry Cavill is just perfect for that fucking role. Even though I swear to God, his arms are shorter than his body. I'm just saying. You'll notice that he has a really big chest and his arms are shorter than what his body length should be. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like he's misproportioned, but his face is beautiful. So it's all good.
So handsome. But
Probably has a small peepee.
Or a large. It's one or the other. It's either.
I feel like he definitely has a small peepee.
Couldn't tell you. You want me to do some research?
I just have a feeling about it.
I'll do some research and report back.
My peen senses are tingling that it's small. I'm just saying.
Your peen meter?
Henry. Sorry, Henry. And I'm going to tell you this. I'm 99.900% right all the time.
And listen, he's the trailer looks great. He's obviously perfect for that role. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna. I think the season's gonna focus a lot more on what's the girl's name, Cirilla, the blonde girl, with all the powers. That's what the trailer was really focusing heavy on.
Shh, don't spoil.
Well, it's a trailer. I mean, you can go watch it on YouTube. But yeah, it's coming. We finally got a date for it.
That's awesome. I'm pumped.
Yeah, final piece of news real quick is EA Play. Their conference is going on right now. EA obviously behind Battlefield, Madden, and WWE. The gameplay from Battlefield looks dope. They literally was a clip of the developers in one of the downtown areas blowing up an entire 42-story building and bringing it to the ground.
Listen, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to stick by what I'm about to say. The only way Battlefield will take off is if the big streamers start to play it, period. If Nick Merckx plays it, if Tim the Tatman plays it, but right now they are so up Warzone's asshole, or Warzone is so up their asshole, because I'm sure they get paid to play Warzone too, keep playing our game, make it. But if they don't play it and they don't like it, and they might play it for a little while, but if it doesn't catch on, all the big streamers, I guarantee you, I'm fingers crossed, it's going to be hot for a little while and it's going to die. So I really hope it's not going to die.
I don't think it'll die. I think Battlefield has always had its cult following. It won't be maybe the top game.
Prominent. It's not up there like Apex, Fortnite, Valorant, Warzone. It will be fine, but it's not going to be another Warzone.
It'll be fourth or fifth on that list. Unless
the only way it's going to be successful is if those big guys pick it up and they're like, this is the game I'm playing. But they're not going to do that. They have Warzone up their ass, bro. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I'm excited. It does look really fucking good. But what it comes down to, it doesn't matter how good a game fucking looks.
It's how
and
it plays.
If it's great, if it's bad, even if how it plays, it's all about who's playing it. Who is going to make it look good and who is going to make it? Because when you get the big guys playing it, all the other people want to play it because that's what they're playing. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. The other thing that really worries me about it is there was reports that apparently part of the engine that it's launching on got leaked. And so hackers have basically already come out and said there will be hacks available day one on the beta. So day one, there'll be wall hacks and aimbot available in Battlefield,
that's great.
Yeah. Hooray. Yay. Well, guys, that's what we got for you as far as the news.
That's great.
I know. We're super excited about it. But we got an unbelievable mailbag. Lots of personal questions. We're going to get into it. Here we go.
Let's go.
Mail came.
The mail is here.
You know whose mailbag that is?
I do.
You got questions? We got answers. Time for the mailbag.
So like I said at the start of the episode, guys, we had you guys send in questions on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. You guys sent in a bag of them.
I like bags.
Yeah. Tails, we got some weird questions.
Wait, that sounded like I was talking about drugs. I didn't mean it like that. I don't know.
Oh, Tails loves.
I think I was talking about ball
drugs.
bags.
Big.
No, I love sacks of balls.
What? Just comms?
Excuse me, I don't know what I'm saying.
What?
I don't know. I just like saying
We're not going to act like you didn't just say what you just said.
Pick up all your floor bags. What's that from? What's that from?
I don't know.
Think about it. Where'd you get all your floor? Pick up all your floor bags.
What is that from?
All right, I'm not going to say what it's from. If anyone knows it, they'll know.
All right, well, comment if you know.
Skacks.
Here's some of the weird questions that we got, though. We got a lot of questions asking if we're both single. More so you than me. Weird. Why does anyone want to know if I'm single?
Weird.
Sweet. Somebody asked if we would ever date, you and I, which is just fucking super strange.
Okay, hold on a second. Wait, we're going to answer the fucking questions? Well, let's answer that one. Would we ever date? 1, 2, 3.
No.
Fuck no. We're like brother, sister, hey, step bro.
It's really funny, though, that you can't just have a platonic relationship and people not just be like.
Why do people think no?
No.
We're literally we're definitely not.
No,
I feel
we're not compatible in that way in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, but it's not even that. It's not even like we flirt with each other at all. We're just we're good fucking friends, best friends. That's so funny to me that people are like, do you guys ever date?
Your community wants to know, are you gay? Do you like the ladies? You did say earlier this episode that you're the fan.
Listen, I'll say this right now. This is the craziest thing. On Instagram, I posted a Q&A. Like, so many questions people ask me if I'm a lesbian, if I like women. It blows my mind. Like, I feel like we've talked about this before. That's just, I'm not surprised. That's so funny. I'm not gay. I'm not
Why
a lesbian.
doesn't anyone why doesn't anyone ask me?
Maybe it's because I talk about boobies all the time.
I don't know. I don't think so, though.
I do like boobies. I don't know. Do I give off that vibe? Like, I mean, I feel like I can be somewhat masculine at some points because I'm very aggressive. Maybe I wear my, like, you know, I wear kind of like, you know, not like, I'm not wearing pretty clothes on street. I don't know. I mean, I think it's great. I actually kind of take it as a compliment. I think that's so cool that, like, you know, like, I don't look at that as a bad thing at all whatsoever. I just think it's really fucking funny.
The lesbian community likes tails.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I know, and they want to know. But no, guys, I mean, I'm sorry. I like dick.
I'm mad.
I love dick.
Why didn't anyone want to know if I'm like, what, yo, what? That's cool.
Because you don't, I mean, I guess you never know these days, but I don't think I would never look at you and be like, he's gay.
I have.
Usually you can tell. You can usually tell.
There was one guy on TikTok, and he still pops up from time to time, that legitimately was like, in every comment he used to post was so, like, I can tell when people are joking, but he was like, Bear, you're looking mighty cute today.
Yes.
And then
you just knew. Yeah.
Well, then I went to his profile, and his profile was like a bunch of stuff about him, but like the first line was heart, a bear emoji, and a heart. That's all it was.
Okay, that's a little creepy.
Yeah, listen, I would
just say this: if you were gay, you'd do very well.
Hey, thank you.
You are the fluffy,
I'd be a bear.
Hairy. Yes, they honestly, like, you would do really well.
That's what I need.
I'm just saying, you definitely. I feel like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like, you know, and if I were, I feel like I could pick up hot fucking girls. I don't know. I mean, I feel like at some point in time when we're younger, we experiment. Have I made out with a girl? Like, yeah. Like, have I, like, kind of, like, had fun when I was drunk at a party? Yeah. But I wouldn't say that I'm bi. I think, I don't know. I think making out with girls are fun.
Story time.
I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm just like,
I'm just over here staring into the camera like, whoa.
I'm being honest. Like, I'm not sitting here and saying I'm, like, put off by it.
Yeah, no.
But, like, I think girls are fucking hot. But, like, I definitely, like, if I were to be in a relationship, get married and stuff, yes, I would like to be with a man. But, like, sexually, you know, I think women are beautiful.
Beautiful creatures.
I'll leave it at that.
Beautiful creatures. I think we both agree.
I'll leave it at that.
We got asked what's our favorite sex positions, and then my ultimate favorite.
Wait a second.
Someone asked. Listen, when I say I ask for personal questions, this is what we get.
All right, you go first.
Are we actually answering these? I was just listing these.
You don't want to answer them?
I mean, we can if you want to. I mean,
what
kind of stream do you want to bring this into? We'll answer this one. I like this next one. This one's one of my favorites. What's the most erotic fruit? Somebody asked that.
What the fuck does that even mean? That I eat? That I
fucking love.
Like, what is that?
And the first time I read it, I was like, oh, they probably mean exotic. And then I was like, nah, they wrote erotic. And that's exactly.
Does that mean, like, what we eat, it makes us feel erotic? Or is it something like we see a fruit and it makes us think of penises?
I think either or. I think it's just the one that drives you closer to
the most erotic. Cucumber.
Cucumber's a good answer. I thought that, like, strawberries were obvious to me, and then for some reason the one that popped, because, you know, like chocolate covered, like sensual strawberries.
Oh, I'm going with body parts for mine.
Yeah, you're talking about, like, I see this and I imagine. I'm more going like
it going like someone using it in a manner they shouldn't use it in. A cucumber. That's what I think of it.
Yeah. Pineapple.
Ouch! What? No! Ew! Owie! Ouchie!
Listen, you never know.
No, but you want to shove a pineapple up your asshole?
Nah, I'm good. I'll eat the pineapple though, but as long as it hasn't been in my asshole, I'm okay.
Okay.
Once it goes up there, we're not coming back from that.
No, it's not coming out either. You're going to the ER,
those spikes.
Baby. That's
Are you kidding
me? Yeah, you're gone. You're
Somebody
done.
has to. Somebody in history has had to do that.
Had to have shoved a pineapple up their ass?
Yeah, 100%. People are just too dumb. Somebody somewhere has done it.
You know what? You're right.
You do the research.
Human race are
Why don't you
fucking
Google
stupid.
that real quick and then get back to me?
No, because you know what? Then if I Google that, it's gonna start showing up and popping up other shit that like is based on that search, and then my Google images are gonna get fucked up. No way, I ain't Googling none of that.
All right, let's get into some real questions.
Okay.
I'll kind of stick with some more lighthearted ones, and then we'll get into some more serious ones because there are some really good serious questions that came down the pipe. But sticking with a lighthearted one in the conversation of erotic fruits, Leslie on Instagram wanted to know, what's the first thing you notice when meeting someone of the opposite sex? So you're at a bar and in your case, a man walks up to you. What's kind of the first thing you notice? Is there a
Their
body part?
face.
Is it
Their eyes? Their eyes. I'm a very face person.
Mm-hmm.
So like their eyes and their mouth. Like if their face looks nice, like their features, like their eye. Like I remember back when, you know, I was going out dating all the time and stuff, and like would go to a bar and just try to meet, like that would be the main thing. Like it's all in the eyes, and if that can make me go, ooh. Do you know your eyes, when you see someone that you're attracted to, your eyes will dilate very quickly?
I did not, but that makes sense.
That's how you know.
Endorphins are releasing.
If you look at someone that you are attracted to, your eyes will enlarge and get big and dilate. I don't know how long it lasts, but that's the truth. So
That just
if you
reminds
ever
me-
want to know if someone's attracted to you, watch their eyes. But yeah, it's all about, for me, and I would say their demeanor, how they act.
That just reminded me of the scene in The Office where Dwight's talking to Andy, and he's like, a little bit of blood just rushed to my penis, and judging off of you, I could assume a little bit rushed to yours as well. When Aaron first comes into the office.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes.
First thing I noticed, this is really weird. I think we've talked about this before.
What? No,
The first thing I noticed about people, and this goes for both men and women, I noticed.
No, it's females.
Yeah, females especially, but I do it with both. But especially a girl, like I'll put.
So you are bisexual.
I notice.
You do like
well,
men.
what I notice is their shoes. 100% every single time. I notice what type of shoes they're wearing, and I don't know why, but it to me it puts thoughtfulness into the rest of the ensemble. And did this person give a shit? But sure. I mean, yeah, you're just showing your shoes.
Do I give a shit, Bear?
But it matches like the rest of your ensemble. You know, it's very different now versus like if we're out. You know, because like I'm gonna be real honest with you. If I'm out at a bar or at a nice restaurant, or I take a girl on a date and she shows up in like flip flops, like yo, that sends a very different signal than if she shows up in heels or a wedge.
Bear, you are a little bougie. Oh.
It needs to. It just puts and so like guys are the same way. Like I'm gonna say this very very hard, but like if you're at a bar, why the fuck are you wearing boat shoes? Like you're not going boating. You're not out with your. You're not on the beach. You're not at the beach house. Like, why do you have your Sperry's on?
It's a style. It's a preppy style. Boat shoes are preppy with like a button down, or like it's like a boat style. You wear
match
khaki
the
pants
attire.
with a boat. That's the attire.
But you got to match what you're doing. Like you're not.
Can I ask you an honest question?
Yes.
You have to be honest with me, because there's no shame in it. But do you honestly find feet attractive?
No, not like Nick Merckx.
Like you don't have like a no. I'm not even saying that. Not even a little bit. Like a girl with a nice pedicure isn't attractive. Like it's not something that you're like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have like a feet fetish in any way, shape, or form. But yes, I do appreciate like if a girl takes care of herself and like has a pedicure versus not. Like yeah, that goes.
If a girl liked it, would you like rub on her feet or suck her toes?
Sucking, I'm not into, but like a foot massage, I have no problem with. You know what I mean? But like that's different. I don't view that as part of like a sexual act, in my opinion.
What,
Like,
it won't give you a
no, because it's not a body part.
those stinky little toes.
You know, versus like like Nick Merckx has been caught on stream talking about like, yo, you got a nice pedicure. I want to put that thing in my mouth. Like, no.
Yeah. That's really funny.
No, but I more look at it just about it's the thoughtfulness, and maybe it is just the bushiness of fucking.
What's your biggest turn on then?
Body feature?
Yeah.
Eyes are number one. More sexual is an ass. I'm an ass over everything else guy.
You're an ass guy.
Mm-hmm.
I like guys with nice arms.
Like Henry?
Fuck you, Henry, for fucking that shit up. Your perfect, beautiful face, and then your body's just not there. No, yeah, I really like arms. I really like arms, and I just like, I don't know. I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah.
That's not an uncommon response in any way, shape, or form. I like these questions.
Backs too.
Next.
I do. Sicko.
Brianna, this is a little bit more serious. She asks on Instagram, Brianna asks, do you have any relationship advice for teens? So specifically, let's say younger, let's say 14 to 18, 14 to 19.
There's no advice to be given. I don't believe. I mean, this is my take on it. You have to live your life. You're going to live the life you want to, right? I mean, there's certain advice you can give to being safe. Mm-hmm. Obviously, don't try not to do anything that would, hinder your future. If you have certain goals and stuff, be safe about it.
Or anything that you're uncomfortable with. In regards to relationships,
it doesn't matter what comes out of my mouth. You're going to do what you want to do. That's fair. I will tell you right now, everything that I went through when I was younger and I was a teenager, when I was dating and stuff like that, is who I am today. Because of it, life is all about experiences. The only way for you to live through that is to have as many experiences as possible. So it is completely normal to have your first breakup in high school and deal with that emotions because you just grow from it and you mature from it. I feel like it's a passage in life to go through heartbreak and go through relationship shit when you're a teenager. But there's certain hard no's.
Well, you go through that shit always.
If someone is beating you up, if you're in an abusive relationship, absolutely not. If you're whatever, but I swear to God, I'm just being honest. I mean, I think it's more common than not that most people get cheated on. And I feel like it's just a rite of passage in life. Like, you just have to live through it. Relationships are always, rarely is there you're not going to find someone that you're going to be like, this is perfect. It's just not going to be like that.
That was going to be my advice. It was just understand that the road is long. And so you might find there are people who find their significant other early on in the journey and they're like, we're committed for life. But more often than not, the first time that you experience love, the same way that the first time you experience that heartbreak, you tend to you over dramatize it. You think too much of it. You think that this is how it's always going to be. And you just need to understand it's a long journey. Enjoy those moments. Enjoy that time. By no means look at it like things are going to end always. But you also need to understand that, if you get cheated on or you have a terrible experience, that's not the end of the world. I dated the same girl for 5.5 years, 8th grade through senior year. And obviously during that time, you're talking about we're going to be together and we're going to go to college and it's all going to work out. And we went to college and we broke up and listen, we don't even talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fine.
This is the thing, guys, is that don't be afraid. It's all about you. Mm-hmm. It's all about you. And I would say don't ever prioritize someone above your happiness.
That's a great way.
So if you're too scared to leave someone because you're not happy and you're scared to be alone and you're that age, you're so young, don't be afraid to do it. Just fucking do it. Because that's what your heart is telling you. Like for you, letting go after college, waking up with that girl was probably really fucking hard because that's all you've known for the last 5.5 years, but you have to make those decisions.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I just feel like at that age, there's just no saying, just when you go through crisis, if you get cheated on or whatever, really dig deep and try to look deeper inside yourself so that you can love yourself more because of it. Don't try not to focus on the other person and what ended up happening. Focus on you and just use that to help build you. It builds character. I know it's such a shitty thing to say, but I look back and all the drama and all the shit I was in, and I'm just like, that's what shapes you. It's how you handle those things. I made a lot of fucking mistakes when I was younger too. You got to live those mistakes, or, I'd rather make a mistake when I'm a teenager versus when I'm in my 40s working and I make a mistake and that could really actually harm me in regards to working and jobs, and then really when you're actually married and have kids. This is the only other advice I would say too, because I'm going to be honest, I've talked to a couple people that have only slept with one person their whole entire life, and they married that person. They lost their virginity to that person. They've gotten married with that person. And if you're married, you're at that point. But if you're in a relationship and they're the only person you've ever had sex with, at least have sex with somebody else before you get married. That's just my opinion.
You got to know what else is out there.
Every person that I know that I don't know how else, but any person that I know that was a virgin, that lost their virginity to their now husband that's married, has always been like, I wonder what it would be like to be with somebody else, right? We are not built to be monogamous. This is a completely different conversation. We can talk about this another time. This is just my opinion scientifically, men and the fact that you have marriages that last a really long time, that's fantastic or whatever and stuff like that, but we're sexual beings, right? And again, if you're married and you are listening to this right now and you lost your virginity to your husband, I'm really sorry. I'm not trying to rock the boat or anything, but it's just something that does go through as a female. Like I would just say, if you are young, obviously be safe, use protection, don't be dumb about it, and make sure to be very careful with who you are doing it with. That would obviously be a good advice. But just, don't put all your eggs in one basket. At least try it out. This is life. And if anyone wants to hold you against that and be like, that's fucked up, don't fucking listen to them, because you only have one life to fucking live.
Correct.
And do it up. Do it up the way you want it. I don't give a fuck if you want to sleep with 100 men. I don't fucking care. Do whatever. I mean, men sleep with hundreds of women.
Correct.
Live and be happy, and don't worry about what people are judging you. Just don't be dumb about it. Don't, you know what I mean? Just whatever. But that's my other advice.
You never really stop growing though, because to your point, and I'm, not shy about talking about it. Obviously, I went through a marriage and had a kid, and that marriage ended. And what I took from that, even though we went through everything, was I now know on the other side of it what I'm looking for even more at this stage of my life.
Yeah.
And that's wildly different than it was when I was 24, and wildly different than it was when I was 18. It's just, you're constantly growing as a human being, and you got to be able to adapt and find the reason why things happen, and understand that, you go through shitty situations sometimes, but there's positives that come out of it, and there's growth, especially, that comes out of any time you go through that shit. Anytime.
Yeah. I mean, it's for teenagers though. You guys just have to live it.
Yep.
You got to live through it. We all have lived through it. You got to do it too, and just prepare yourself. It's just the comings and goings of being a teenager. Mm-hmm. No pun intended.
All right, we're gonna answer this together. Both Rickinator and Clarky, Rickinator was on Insta, Clarky on Twitter, asked if we were on death row, what would be our final meal? So going one by one, a 3-course meal, what would it be for you? And we'll go one by one. So starting with your appetizer. What's your favorite appetizer? Like, what's that go-to?
Abs. I like potato skins. I like some wings. I like
boneless or bone-in?
Bone in. Boneless is so gross.
Good for you. Good for you. That's a chicken tendy. That's different.
Yeah, mozzarella sticks are bomb, but the cheese is a little too thick for me. Sometimes gives me goosies. Like goosebumps?
Yeah,
I don't know. Do you ever eat cheese sometimes that's really thick and rich that gives you goosebumps? Is that weird?
No.
No?
No, I get excited about melted cheese.
Like,
let's go. That's my life.
Yeah. I don't know. I have to see I would have to see a menu of options, but my main course.
It's your final meal. It's whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
There's no menu. This is what the chef has prepared for you.
My final meal would be a mixture of.
Well, hold on. We're just doing apps right now. Just right.
Oh, what do you want?
So for me, I'm really big into Asian food and dim sum. So specifically
boring.
Something called. What are you talking about? That's exciting food. No.
Listen,
you're over here
just
talking about potato
no one
skins.
Gives a fuck. Listen, just say what it is.
Dim sum. Baos, I love. Like steamed pork buns. Let's go. Dumplings. Pot stickers. Let's go.
Okay, this is a you question. I don't fucking listen. I'm over here thinking I want McDonald's for my last meal.
Let's go. So what's your entree? Your entree is McDonald's? Is that what
I want some Moe's, because I'm not a fan of Chipotle anymore. Moe's with a Big Mac, chicken nuggets, French fries, maybe some crab cakes, because those are my new favorite thing, and shrimp scampi, and some pineapple pizza. It's just a big fucking smorgasbord.
Can you put food down? Or are you one of those people who takes a bite out of one thing and you're like, I'm full?
No. Have you ever seen me eat food on my stream? I fucking house that shit.
I've seen you eat candy
I'm a fast
and
eater.
salads.
No, I'm a fast eater. I shove that shit in my mouth. I take bigger bites than I'm supposed to. I guess it's not good for my digestive, which makes sense because in the mornings my body hates me. But I put it all in my mouth.
I would probably go with a steak. It'd have to be a steak. I'm such a red meat guy. I am.
What about a good burger, though? Like a medium rare or on the rare side burger?
I'll take a ribeye over a burger any day. I love a good burger. Don't get me wrong, but no, not even comparison.
AKA, and then for dessert, I just want dick. So that's pretty much it.
Bring it in, please. Will you take the pineapple?
Let's go. I just want, literally, I would take sex over food before I die any day. If I had one last request, I'd be like, can I just get boned one more time before this happens, before I die? Thank you so much. I would like to just orgasm one more time.
Who would it be?
I don't even give it as long as it's.
You don't give a fuck?
As
No.
long as it's a sectional. I'm not
Sure.
looking for a love seat or a couch. I want a sectional.
Sure, that's fair. That's fair. I get it. I
You guys
get
know
what
what
you're
I
putting
mean.
down.
Okay, next question.
I do know.
Next question.
On to the next one. Let's go to this one. Dr. Sage, another kind of easy one. And I don't think you and I have actually ever talked about this, so I am interested in your answer. Dr. Sage on Twitter wants to know, what type of music do you listen to in your free time?
Is he doctor?
DRSAGE. I don't know. That's his
Are you
username.
really a doctor? You got a lot of money?
You gotta get to. Oh,
I'm kidding.
hey.
I'm kidding. I listen to whatever I listen to on my stream. Just what I listen to. My playlist is, I literally get bombarded every time I stream. Where's your playlist? What's your playlist? I have to make a Spotify playlist because everyone fucking is freaking out. I feel like I've always had a good taste in music, and I put some sick ass, it's because it's music that a lot of people haven't heard before, because I'm very underground, like housey, like, I don't know, EDM kind of stuff. But whatever I play on stream is what I listen to when I'm working out, off stream, because it makes me feel something. And when I have an emotional connection with the song, it makes it even better when I'm streaming.
Name for me,
because
like,
I get into it.
Name for
That's
me
how it is
2
for
or
me.
3 artists that like would be on the top of your list.
Oh, fuck. I love, just not maybe necessarily EDM. I love Little Mix. I love a lot of their songs that they come out with. And then I would say Illenium. Is that their name? Illenium? Illenium. Am I saying that right? And then I listen to other stuff. Like, I love Brandon Flowers, who's the lead singer of Killers. I love Mumford and Sons. I love
Mumford.
John Mayer. Like, I listen to that type of stuff too when I'm just chilling.
Yeah.
Good vibes. And I like oldies too. I mean, I have an eclectic taste of music. I wouldn't say, and I listen to rap. So there we go.
Yeah, I kind of listen to
What about you?
everything. I listen to
Yeah.
everything. I mean, on the country side, it'd be like Zach Brown Band. On the like more EDM side, I like Kygo a lot.
Oh God, he's so good.
Yeah, Kygo's probably high on that list for me.
Love.
Hip hop is like J. Cole. I mean, there's just I listen to your point. I literally
Yeah.
listen to everything.
Everything.
Pop. I like Taylor Swift. I don't think that's any secret. I'm a huge Taylor
Oh,
Swift fan.
fuck off. Ew, stop.
Seen her
Actually,
live?
no, her good stuff. You know, I will say this. I watched that Taylor Swift documentary, and after I watched it, I actually had a lot more respect for her. She's very mature. She's great and stuff. I'm just not a big fan of her old music, and everyone used to freak the fuck out about her. I'm just like, she's sitting there like singing like, I wear t-shirts, you're in the captain, and I'm on the bleachers looking for a day. I do like her new stuff, though. It's a little bit more poppy, housey, and I like it.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Next question. Jesse on Twitter wants to know, what's the most embarrassing moment that you've ever had?
Probably when I'm wrong.
That's the most embarrassing?
Which isn't, no, I would say when, like, are we talking about streaming or just in general?
I think it's just in general. The question is, what's the most embarrassing moment that's ever happened to you? I ripped my pants once in
Definitely-
public in a place that like you couldn't get new pants. I was wearing jeans, and like I'd had the jeans for like 2 years. So like they were worn jeans, and I bent down and like right up like I sat down and right up like the crotch seam that split.
So you saw boxers, or did you actually see the peen?
No. I had underwear on.
Underwear on. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But even still, like we were out at like a social, like I can't just go get new pants.
You rock that shit. You rock that
That's
shit.
exactly
Fuck
what I
that.
did for the
She's
next
like,
like
yeah,
2
look at me.
hours. Yeah, I was just like, I ripped my pants, guys. I mean, literally, it had to be like my icebreaker. Be like, hi, I'm Curtis. I ripped my pants. Don't worry about me.
I would say my most embarrassing moment is when I call someone their name, another name than what they really are, but I should really know what their name is because I'm actually like, I would say, I've never called. No, I have called a guy another name when having sex with them. That has happened to me. And I've definitely, I would just say the name thing.
Yeah.
I've definitely have called boyfriends ex-boyfriends before by accident because you're with someone for a while and you're just like get angry and you automatically think of your ex. You
Fuck
just
you,
say
Craig.
it. Yeah, fuck you. That's actually one of my exes.
Is
Actually,
it
that's the name of the
really?
guy.
I just
That's
fucking-
actually one of. Yeah, that's actually the name of the guy who took my virginity.
Well, then, fuck you, Craig.
Fuck you, Greg. Actually, I know. He's an awesome guy. I see him. He used to be a member at my. Actually, I think he still goes there. Member at my gym, and it's just like it was years ago. But
All right,
he's,
Craig.
we've
You're
both
pretty,
grown up
You're pretty
now.
cool,
and,
Craig. You're pretty cool.
No, he's sweet. He's a sweetheart.
The other, I would say more. This is another one. It was Halloween, and we went to No, Cinco de Mayo. My bad. It was Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
And we were drinking, and I was at a house party with a bunch of my buddies. And obviously, you know, we're in college. We know everyone who's at the house. And apparently, I just disappeared. Like, all of a sudden,
Did you
my
pass
friends
out in a bush or something?
No, my friends turned around. They're like, "Where did he go?" And no one could get a hold of me. I wasn't answering my phone. I showed back up at the house at 3:30 a.m. with pink lip gloss all over my face, and nobody knows where I was. I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all. No.
Oh yeah, you got it in. You probably are.
Pink.
You probably have another child somewhere out there, and you don't even know about it.
My buddy Eric was like, he's like, I didn't get really that drunk because he had to work the next day, and he's like, I remember just like sitting on the couch and we were all just like having a late night talking, and you come stumbling in the house, and you apparently I was just grinning ear to ear and pink lip gloss all over my face.
In. There we go. There
Who
you
knows?
go. You have another child out there somewhere, a little bear running around.
God, I hope not. One's enough for me. I'm good to go. And then we'll rock. We'll do one more here because we're getting a little bit late, but we got some good ones.
Yeah.
Let's get a little spiritual on this one, I guess. EJ on Instagram wants to know, what aspect of your life currently do you feel you need to improve the most?
Ooh. I know. Do you know?
I know mine, yeah, for sure.
You go.
Mine's my personal health in all ways, shapes, and forms. I think I'm one of those people who grinds myself into like my work and everything that's going on. I give so much time and energy to other things that I don't take care of myself, and so that leads to I get like 3-4 hours of sleep sleep a night. I mean, you see, I text you sometimes at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And like I'm still running, like I'm still doing my shit, and
yeah,
and then during the day I go back to back to back. I don't take time to myself to either go work out or meditate or take time to recharge. Like I just ride myself until I fucking hit on empty, and it's so unhealthy. 100%.
Can I ask you? Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Like a personal question? I'm sure this like won't get you upset or anything like that. But when you were younger, have you always been on the bigger side?
Yes.
Like have you? I mean, you played football. You've always been so. For you, is like weight something that is in the back of your mind all the time? Is that what you're saying?
It is,
healthy?
but it shouldn't be. But
you
even just outside of weight, like I'm probably a solid 100 pounds heavier than I should be.
Okay, but like you're still big boned though,
correct.
So like I think we all see it as like this is just like who you are or whatever. But in regards to healthy and in like
I could lose weight. I need to be more active. I need to get more sleep. Like there's just so many.
Sleep
I need to
is
drink,
a big fucking part of
drink,
it.
Drink more
that.
water. Like I need to get back. Like I love cooking and I don't cook nearly enough just because again all those things I put on the back burner. I go until the next thing, and then I jump to that, and then I go,
yeah.
and then the next thing. And so, like, it's like during the day, I'm editing, and then flip over. All right, family time, flip over. Okay, stream.
Yeah.
And you just can't neglect it. And it takes a toll. But like, even a lean me is 250 pounds. Like, that's lean. I'm a big
you're
guy.
not like, you are a big guy. That's why I'm saying, like, what's your regular thing? You know what I mean? Like, but I can definitely relate to that. And it's just, you're right. When you do become a content creator, health is a really big part of
that journey.
It doesn't become a priority as much anymore. Right. And I would say my answer to that question is actually probably somewhat the same. I need to, what was the question again? It was,
yes. The specific question is, what aspect of your life currently do you feel needs to be improved the most?
My life outside of my business.
Do you find yourself doing what I do, where you just literally drown yourself and surround yourself with, you fill every minute of your day? My
thoughts. Yep. My thoughts, everything. When you are in the industry that we are in, numbers, everything fucking matters. The first thing I do when I wake up is I check my social media. I see what happened overnight. Like, it's everything. It consumes you guys. Until you get to a point where you can be comfortable. And that point is probably when you're a really large streamer and you're making a shit ton of money and you have paid stuff that you don't have to worry about, like big brands. You don't even need to worry about the money you make on Twitch, right? But my everyday is literally consumed. I actually have taken a little bit of a step back. I'm not as active in my Discord anymore as I used to be because it just would consume me. I would be on my phone all the time and on my computer. I just needed that. So I really do take my days off very personally to try to, but like today's a day off for me and I'm working. Like it doesn't end. I really need to work on my life outside of streaming, but I'm terrified the moment I start to really put time into my personal life. There's give or take.
Correct.
Attention towards the stream is going to go if I start working on myself more in my regular life, which I have been doing recently. And it has cut into my Discord time with my community. And it sucks. And I'm really sorry, guys. It's just mentally like I have to, but there's definitely but I did hire a personal trainer. So I am starting to work out again, trying to eat better, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not an easy life to live. You see other people and you see other people doing better than you. And you're like, fuck, like it makes you want to push more. And it's like, if they're doing it, I need to be doing this and blah, blah, blah. Like as much as we all say we're on our own journey, it's all a competition in this industry and it fucking sucks. It will consume you depending on how well you're doing. And, you know, you really want to be successful at something so badly. You tune out everything else in your life. And that's pretty much where I'm at right now. So it's making me really realize like, you know, I'm only going to be young once and I want to make sure I enjoy this time. And I really have to do better at focusing on my life outside of streaming in the business. And it's really hard.
It's tough. Because I mean, especially our really time hard. Here is it's it's an investment and minutes. Yeah. Every minute does have a dividend and a backside, and you do got to find that fine balance. But it's tough. You guys, this has been the personal episode. We appreciate you so much. Thanks for sending everything in, you guys. We got an unbelievable response from the community.
We'll do like a whole episode of questions next time. Like the whole episode is just questions. But we like to dig deep into it because I feel like me and Bear, we have really good conversations about it, and we would love to bring you guys in. If you guys have any opinions on anything, feel free to comment below and let us know what you think about it. And if you want more of these types of things, I think it's cool to, you know, talk about it because I think there's some people out there that can relate. And if we can help you out in any way we can, we're going to. Yeah. And so send your questions in, you guys. You can comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Just post it in the comments. If you follow us, which you should, on Twitter and Instagram, you can DM us directly. The DMs are open. We look at everything. Other than that, guys, thanks for vibing with us with another episode. This has been episode 17. 17 beach. Until next time, we hope you're staying safe, staying happy, and happy gaming, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Did you just kiss the camera? No, I saluted it. Did you just blow? Oh, I thought you blew a kiss. No, you blew a kiss. I'll blow a kiss now. You blew a kiss. Here, we'll blow a kiss together. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, bye. Bye, guys. Bye. That was another episode of the Bear and Tails podcast.
You want more?
Oh my God, I would love some.
I need it now. Make sure to subscribe and share and catch both Bad Bear Gamer and SWEEETTAILS live on their streams out on Twitch. We're just big vibes, you know what I mean?
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Don't forget to follow the show on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram.
At Bear and Tails Podcast.